kids, we're gonna break this thing in right, and I'm gonna tow a car home from 2 hours away out of Copart. I got another project. My buddy wanted one of these, so I got him one of these. This one was a little skeptical. So this is a double R. It's an title, okay? It's been wrecked before. In fact, it was reconstructed like 8 months ago, and it was hit pretty hard in the rear driver's side quarter, like in the back corner. Smashed the hatch, smashed the quarter panel, rear bumper. Looked pretty bad. Well, somebody restored it, fixed that. They didn't paint everything per se. From what I can see in the pictures, this is a sight unseen buy. They drove it like 7,000 miles since they rebuilt it, and then they wrecked it again. This wasn't an insurance sale, so I don't honestly know if this is a salvage or if I'm getting a reconstructed title. It was a third-party sale, and I know typically you want to stay away from third-party sales. This one just didn't hit me as a skeptical one. I can see what happened. I can see, yeah, my keys are hitting my brake controller. That's what that noise is. I can see the damage. I can see that they put miles on it, and then they rear-ended somebody. I would say they probably didn't have full coverage. Being an R title, there's a lot of people that don't carry full coverage because of an R title, but this thing has reasonably low miles. It's a 2015. It doesn't look like a hard fix. I might have more paint work than what I can tell, but I also don't think you guys will be as excited for this one. I'm not sure though, so we'll find out. And I'm also not starting on this one right away. So when I get it, I'm towing it home. I'm parking it at my buddy's place. I'm cleaning up all the scrap at the house. I have parts, sponsored parts to put on this, and my motor is pulled for my Subaru. So I gotta go get that. Lots of things coming up, and just stay tuned. I'm going to get this car tomorrow, so I just went and got my trailer, and I've just got everything ready, made sure all my straps were in here, looked the truck over. I love this thing so far. I love it. I like when you have it in tow mode and you brake and it rev matches. When it downshifts automatically and rev matches, and it sounds pretty bad. It does. Let me try it. Oh, tomorrow, guys.
You're on a hair trigger, baby. I say it because I love you, but it's driving me crazy, and I think it could be trouble. I'll try to stay dignified, but I'm worried that I'll say the wrong thing at the wrong time, and that'll send you spinning right. You're always spinning right. Late nights on the highway never take you far. It doesn't matter where you end up, 'cause your problems will meet you wherever you are. And you don't check your mirrors. The skyline would break if it was clearer. I hope you know you're doing damage, so please try not to take advantage. Try to stop your heart from racing. Try to remember who you're facing. Lord knows that I've been patient, but I don't have a lot left. Late nights on the highway never take you far. It doesn't matter where you end up, 'cause your problems will meet you wherever you are.
Yeah, I got another one. So what? So this is a 2015 Subaru Impreza Sport. This is like the decked out version. It has eyesight and all that. got a knee bag blown, a steering wheel bag blown. I haven't checked the seat belts yet. Seat belt blown. I don't know about the passenger one. I haven't checked it yet, so crash module will have to do that. It was previously wrecked here, and this was crunched into about here, and somebody fixed it. This was titled in Arizona, but I think they put a used quarter on, because they did weld this. There's not a lot of putty in this, but they did putty work around the edges here that is very beginner-ish. Like, my body work would look a lot better than this. Not really happy with this. I'm gonna have to see what my buddy thinks about it. But then they also had ground effects on here, the stock original ones, but they didn't. Wait a minute. Okay, they did. That's like some sort of undercoating. I thought that they didn't paint this because they had the ground effects on, but they did. That's an undercoating on there. Okay, that's different. Why? I don't know why you would do that. Okay, whatever. And look, the clear coat running. Look at that. So we might have to do some repair back here. And then they also, this was off of the wrecked one, the previous wreck. And I thought the top was, yeah, it was, because look at the run on that. This body work is not very good. Their paint work is even worse. And then they color matched this, and then the hatch, they put a blue one on, so they didn't paint the rest of that. So we might have to redo all this. What, did they always have all these emblems? I feel like they put more emblems on than there should have been. Besides that, the motor sounds good. I'm not starting it up right now because we already started it. Did push the core support back into the motor. I pulled it out with my hands, and it starts right up and runs fine. I got a whole new core support coming. Got new headlights coming. I did forget to order the brackets, but the fenders, I think we can fix. There's a lot of stuff I think we can fix. Bent here, bowed out here, bent there. The other side's the same way. Guess I better strap that, or we're going to be flapping in the wind. The more I looked at that car, the more I am disgusted and appalled by the bodywork on it. So I feel that it's only going to be right, even though it's going to be a work car for him, to repaint and redo the whole quarter panel in rear of that car, because I'll show it to you when I get out there. But it's definitely beginner work, and by beginner it's extremely beginner. You can see sand marks, there's masking lines, there's runs, there's pit holes and stuff that didn't get filled. The body work is very beginner. And honestly, even when I started to do my own body work, it looked better than that. That's where I'm at. So, it's gonna get redone. As for my truck, this thing pulls awesome, way better than my old truck. The 6-speed's wonderful. I get way better gas mileage than I did with my old truck. For a 2-hour drive one direction with the trailer and a 2-hour drive back with a car on, I didn't even use quite a half a tank. I'm just over half a tank of fuel. So my other truck, that drive with a car on, would have been 3/4 to a full tank to get that home. So probably saved about $20 in fuel driving this. No issues. The trans temp on these is way more stable. I was worried because it runs like 190 normally. These have a thermostat in the transmission, so it normally stays around 190 to 196. This fluctuated from 192 to 196 the whole way home. That was the only fluctuation in temperature. So it stays way more stable, is what I'm trying to say. See, as you can see now, I'm running 194, and it's just, yeah, no issues at all. A very nice ride. Ride's way nicer than my old truck. Tow's way nicer. I couldn't be happier. All right, so obviously we have the whole core support section needs to be replaced. I've done it before. This one's actually in better shape than that one I did, because the only thing it bent on this battery support here is this edge on this. Right here's where I put in at, like, weld it to it. So this, I think, needs to bow out, which is really not a lot of damage there, except for the fender supports. Like I've said previously, they're very flimsy. There's nothing there. This side didn't take as hard of a hit, but I can't see exactly what's going on. Look, it didn't even bend this support. It ripped the very end weld out of that because it pushed this back a little bit, but that's in way better shape than mine was whenever mine was in that accident. So that's not bad at all. Obviously, probably, yes, condenser. We're gonna need a condenser. I know we need a radiator, a condenser, and we need a radiator fan, both of them. Washer bottle is okay, so we're not gonna have to worry about that. Nick the rim, he knows. I told him it's gonna have a nick in it. I could probably find some paint that's close, maybe touch that up, but it's really not a lot for that. Now for this body work. Now this door kind of sticks out a little bit. Now I don't know if that can be remedied with the latch, but it overhangs. I'm gonna put it this way. You can see it better this way. So it looks like it's kind of open. If I can get this door to shut a little bit more, actually, I think we can do that with the latch, because right there, when I push it in, it lines up. But dent here, this body line is crap. It just fades out. Like, you can see there's a body line here. It just fades out right here. There's nothing. And then they did this. Look at the sand marks. I don't know how they're coming up on camera, but real deep sand marks. They just painted over as probably 240 or 180. Actually, I bet you that's 180. See the sand marks up here. I can see them up here. I think right here's where they welded in. But pit marks, pits in the paint, pits there, pits. The bodywork down here is like not finished, and then how this bumper is attached, I'm gonna have to look at it, but I can feel it in there. It's not attached correctly. So there's that. And they did replace this panel. That's why I'm kind of like weirded out by the bodywork on this. Did they just put a crap panel on? And then they repainted this bumper, and I don't quite understand that either. There's a very distinguished line right on this line here where they mask at, but it's even worse on this side. There's a difference in paint colors from here to here, and there's a very distinguished line that runs the whole way down there. Same with this, and then this, honestly, I might just leave on there. It's kind of like a chip guard, but it's like a textured finish, and it sticks up past the paint. I thought it was just a not painted bumper, but it sticks up higher than the paint. And, paint runs there. Not painted on the inside there. Run right here. The worst one of all of them. Okay, so then they use this off of the wrecked hatch. Then this is obviously they got a blue hatch because they probably couldn't find a silver one. Painted that one little piece and put a chrome trim on there, which doesn't look horrible. But up here, I thought they took this off of the wrecked one, but I don't think they did. They painted it, and look at this run that continues. It's like the whole way across. Dry spray underneath here on top of that. More runs right here. So I think I'm just gonna respray that. I think we're gonna redo all the body work on this thing, to be honest with you. Then on top of that, a knee bag, a steering wheel bag, which bags aren't, especially those two, are not that bad to do.
Crash module, I don't know where it's at in these because I haven't had to do it. This seat belt, and I haven't checked the other one, so let's go over and check it. See, this side they didn't paint, and look how nice and smooth that fits. The distinguished body line to here. This body line runs the whole way back to here. I don't think the other side does. Let's check this seat belt. It's pulled as tight as can be. So seat belts and crash module have to be sent out. That airbag. Besides that, this is the upper trim. It has the eyesight thing, which it's right there. That thing, and it runs. It's up there, but that is like lane assistance, accident avoidance, and all that crap. This has that, and it sounds like a BMW when you get in it and put power to it. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the hood, and I'll start this thing for you. I should also add that we have some wiring to do over here. This fog light, is that the fog light? Yes. Wires got ripped out, and then the one part of the headlight, it pulled these out. And honestly, I might be able to clip those back into that connector because it looks like it ripped them out pretty clean. So we'll see what we can do there. Nice thing is, I have one of these at home, so I know how they get wired. The other nice thing is, I don't have to replace that bottom support. Like, it's a lot more work to do that bottom one, as opposed to just replacing the uprights and the sides, which is what we're going to be doing. And this is the engine for my Subaru. No, I'm just kidding. This isn't the engine for my Subaru. Oh, we're still into the pulley. Let me tug on this a little bit to get this out, and then we'll start it up because I don't remember that touching. Into place. Enough to get one mount in there to pull this back so that we're not touching anything. I think the coolant bottle's even. That didn't even. It did. Okay, I did put a hole in it. I didn't even think I put a hole in it. Oh, why? It smashed the wires on my temperature sensor. I think the temperature sensor's okay. It just smashed my wires. That's gonna be fun to rewire. That's actually going to be a junkyard fix right there. I'm going to have to go get that wiring so I can rewire that. Might as well get the wiring over here for this too. I'm at that and for that. That'll be fun. Junkyard run. I can take the motorcycle to do that. That actually don't look too bad, does it now? This, we're going to need that piece. I just shove it in there for now. Look, it's like factory. All over. It's pretty perfect. Alright, so again, as I said, this thing sounds like a BMW with all the chimes and stuff that it does. Okay. And it's only going to run for a second. This jump starter does not want to keep running. Oh, I don't want to start now. There it goes. This thing makes the same noise mine does. See, and it shuts off. Yep, just not enough power. These things do not run on a dead battery at all. But, yeah, this thing made the same freaking noise mine made. That's different. One more time for the boys. I'll show you. We got this one cheap, guys. 94,000 miles. It has the full color display. Mine doesn't have that because of the eyesight thing. I haven't messed with the stereo at all. I can't even see it. We'll have to mess with that. Yeah. Obviously, before I get this thing to drive up into my garage, we're gonna have to put a good battery in it, or you know what, I have the tools. I'm just gonna pull the battery out now. I'm gonna take it with me to charge. So, anyways, yeah, that's it. What do you guys think? I got this for less than I paid for mine. We'll just put it that way. And yes, there's a lot of work to do here. My buddy doesn't need this until like October. Right now, currently, it's the middle of July. So, I definitely can get this done, and I'm not starting it right now because my Subaru needs work, and then I got parts for my truck, and you know, all the good stuff. So that's what this is, the next project. I know you guys probably are really very thrilled to see another one of these. But it's what people want right now. It's what I wanted, it's what my friends want. These things are great. I just put it that way. Ta-da! I just messaged my buddy and sent him this picture and told him it was done to pay me, and he laughed. I don't understand. So these fenders, for the most part, I pushed them in almost the whole way, but we're going to have some problems with fitment because of that right there. Where the one mount was, it kind of sucked that down, so it also bent the edge here, which I saw that, and it also bent the edge on this one here, bent it here, put a little bit of a bend right there, same exact place where the mount's at. There was a dent there, and it was really popped out on this side. I pushed it, and it went in for the most part, and this dent right here, I got in behind it and pushed on it, and the dent popped out. So not horrible, but I think we'll be reusing these fenders. It's just that curled edge that's going to be the only pain I think we're going to have with these. I'm probably just going to have to do that with a set of pliers. Well, how unfortunate. This is a 2019 battery. Pulled it, noticed the bottom of it was wet. Notice the corner of it is cracked, so we're leaking right there. This is going to go in the back of my truck, and we're going to have to buy a new one. They're not going to replace it because it was damaged, unfortunately. So that's just eating into the profits right now. Just eat it up, all of it. Finally got rid of that Kia engine that's been in my garage forever. Now I'm going to pull a Subaru motor, and it's probably going to sit there forever. Got 7111 for all the scrap I had. I didn't get rid of these yet because I still feel like I need parts off of them, and I still think I might use some parts off of them, maybe. We got 7111. Gas was down out there to 451. I filled the truck up. That was after the drive to get the car, plus running scrap, and then I'm gonna have to pay to get rid of what I got in there now. But it cost me $73 to fill it up after today. So that was tripped 2 hours away and back, and then to my buddy's place where I unloaded my trailer to get his trailer to come back here, load up, which is like 15 minutes for me. And then to head back out his direction, go way past him, about a half an hour, 40 minutes, to get my scrap unloaded to the gas station. $73. That's not, I don't feel like that's too hateful in this truck, because that would have cost me $100 in my old truck just to go to get that car and bring it back here. I guarantee it. So next video is either gonna be me installing brand new OEM Chevy front struts on this, or it's gonna be putting the motor in that. I'm going to pick it up tomorrow. But if you like this video, smash that like button, consider subscribing. Hit that dislike button if your mom wants me to drop off a couple loads at her place. And we'll see you on the next episode of Unwrecked. Should work for IKEA. Yep, I just put this together. Huh, he's very curious. What is this new thing here? Get in there. Get in it. Get in it. Get in it. Get in it. Come here. The frustrations this guy has. This person does not have any frustrations. What? Why'd you try to bite me? I was just trying to bite you. She will nip you sometimes. She's a little biznit. Can we say bye-bye? No, nope.